the ball's behaving and what Bangladesh are getting out of the pitch would suggest that there could be something, the pitch slowing down, maybe a bit of turn, uneven bounce later on. And hence, get yourself to 250, 255. You give yourself a good chance.
Yeah, just been corrected. Sri Lanka were bundled out 48.5 overs in the first ODI. Yeah, but still they need to play out those 50 overs first. They've already lost 6 wickets. Looking for the singles. Lianage shown great maturity, as I mentioned earlier. Kept his composure despite losing partners from the other end. It's very important.
It's a time, like when chasing, you don't look at the overs remaining. You look at the balls remaining. Lovely, good use of the feet. It's Hasaranga. Ball's been hit offside over long off. That's Hasaranga's area. Brings up the 150. Mid-off is in the circle at the moment. Just to finish up, you look at the number of balls. 17 overs means 102 balls. Run a ball gets you 100 runs. There's your 250. Break it down. Very important these two do that.
Slight adjustment for one into Hasaranga. Deep square comes in. Mid-off goes back. The short fine leg, short square leg, deep mid-wicket in place. Long on, long off, and a short mid-wicket for one into Hasaranga. Dot ball to end the over. 8 from it, Sri Lanka 150 for 6.
এই ঈদে নতুন জুতা স্টাইলড বাই বাটা।
So the first 50 for Sri Lanka came of 75 deliveries, second and third 62 and 61 deliveries respectively. But at the moment, they lost 6 wickets. That's an issue. Rishad continuing. He's on to his 6th over and ceded 36 runs and picked up a wicket. That's his maiden ODI wicket, Rishad Hussain. Short one, just kept a bit low as well.
It's quick onto the back foot usually, Lianage. Previously, they had that mid-on towards mid-wicket. But since he went down the ground, he had the ability, the awareness to hit Rishad there. Mid-on is back in place and there's a big gap between square leg and mid-wicket.
He's getting a bit of turn, so it's gonna be a bit too risky for someone like Lianage to go against the spin.
You get the length right, you got to do something to put him under pressure. He's a taller bowler, high release. He can fire it in, and that he's doing. If not, the batters are trying to play him off the back foot. Even the good length deliveries, they're quickly jumping onto the back foot. He's not been able to pick his spot or hit it as well as he would have liked. It's hit hard enough. Over ends with a boundary, 154 for 6.
ভাড়া ভাই
স্বপ্ন তো বড়, লিমিটে তো ছোট হইলে চলবে।
আনলিমিটেড লাইফ চলুক গ্রামীণ ফোনের মান্থলি প্ল্যানে, এক প্ল্যানে 1 মাস।
Sri Lanka will be eyeing to post someone at 250 from here on. For that, they need to go with 6 runs per over. Lianaga and Hasaranga at the crease. Hasaranga showing his intentions. He's not someone not going to hold back.
No one in the deep on the offside. The long off is in place. Hold him. It was quite obvious he would be giving himself room. He does. Very, very well bowled by Mehdi Hassan Miraj. He showed him the gap and he bowled at middle and leg.
Mehdi Hassan Miraj showing his intentions, asking Hasaranga to go after him. With no fielder patrolling the boundary on the offside. Calculative risk taken, and the gamble paid off for Mehdi Hassan Miraj. One Indu Hasaranga departs after scoring 11. Sri Lanka 154 for 7, and they're in deep trouble.
ফুড প্যান্ডায় চলছে গ্র্যান্ড রামাদান ফেস্ট। ইফতার হোক বা সেহরি, পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করে অর্ডার প্লিজ।
Panda?
Mahesh Tiksana, the new batter in for Sri Lanka. And he's here because some calculative risk and very good captaincy from Nazmul Hossain Shanto and Mehdi Hassan Miraj managed to undone one Indu Hasaranga. As you mentioned, no fielders on the offside, so his eyes lit up.
That's pitched very full. And he always prefers to go leg side-ish and carve it through the offside. His real strength though is to go towards mid-off. That gap was plugged. They pushed mid-off back. Showed him the gap. It doesn't bounce as much though, but that's because it was very full. He was mentioning the length of Rishad Hussain from the other end. Sri Lanka have been trying to play them off the back foot. And he does.
Very good boys, very good boys.
Premeditated from Hasaranga's point of view as well. Tiksana. This time he comes onto the front foot. It's very good bowling from Miraj.
Shanto's got 6 in the circle too. And bowl as many dots as possible to Mahesh Tikshana. That's a way of building pressure and keeping the striker, the man in form, off strike. Frustrate him at the other end. 154 for 7.
Bangladesh bowlers have bowled really well. Just when things were looking a little bit bright, and then all of a sudden they lose another wicket. We talk about the seamers, how well they have bowled. Taskin Ahmad 2 for 19, really good to see Mustafizur Rahman come to back in some sort of a form. Remember, he was struggling. He's also picked up a couple of wickets for 2 for 29 in 7. Mehdi Hasan Miraj and Rishad Hussain also among the wickets, 2 for 23 for Mehdi Hasan Miraj, and Rishad Hussain has been expensive, but he's also picked up a wicket, that of Kusal Mendes, who looked very set. Now look at that sharp turn. That turned square. Yeah, it was wide. There's certainly some purchase for the spinners. You mentioned about that for Maharoof, about the wrist spinners getting purchase. And we've already seen that evidence on the surface.
Yeah, giving more reps, I think more than the finger spinners in any conditions, I would say. They will be dangerous, especially in a surface where there's so much grass. But still, there are some areas that a spinner could work on. And Rishad, the height where he bowls or delivers, I think if he gets the right length, and the spinner's best friend is the bounce. That's exactly what this young man has in him, and he's been very impressive right throughout.
Yeah, you talk about partnership when things are not going your way. They lost an early wicket, a score of 1, 15 for 2, 41 for 3, 74 for 4. But then there was a partnership. The last one was the best one, 43 between Lianage and Hasaranga, but he's already gone. They've broken that partnership. We spoke about the purchase for the wrist spinner. It's a touch expensive, it's fine because he's a wicket taker. Nazmul Shanto doesn't mind him in the attack. 158 for 7.
ফুচকা খেয়ে লাইভ রিভিউ কবেই দান,
কিন্তু মোচার খেয়ে লাইভ রিভিউ এয়ারটেলের সাথে দেশ জুড়ে সব হবে অন্য লেভেলে, বন্ধুদের অসম নেটওয়ার্কে।
It's been a good outing for Bangladesh. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, remember he was the most economical bowler in that first one-day international where he only picked up 1 wicket. 1 for 33 in 10 overs. 1 for 58 in the last one. And now he's come back and picked a couple of wickets. It makes life easier for the captain once you see Tanzir Hassan Tamim now as a substitute fielder. When you see your spinners and also the seamers backing each other up. That's exactly what the skipper wants to see from their bowlers.
It's been a perfect day so far for Bangladesh. Got to be said. 7 wickets in 36.3 overs, just a 159 on a crucial series decider. It's just what the doctor ordered. And Nazmul Hasan Shanto have been quite busy in bringing the changes when it comes to the bowling attack. Not afraid of being the fast bowlers in for a couple of overs as soon as they finish their first spell. Busy, and rightly so. Full credit should go to Bangladesh. Sri Lanka, whenever they threaten for a partnership, the wicket keeps falling. That's been the issue.
Yeah, one thing good for Sri Lanka is that Lianage is still around. He's moved to 46 or 59. He's at the non-strikers end. Nearly took him off. He's been consistent. He's been a breath of fresh air. Very consistent here also in that last series. He's been in good touch and he continues in the same fashion. Moves on to 47. After 37, it's 162 for 7. And he needs to find someone to bat because still a lot of overs to be bowled. I think the job for Theeksana is to just hang around and ensure that he bats along. Don't look for big shots. Let Liana hit those big ones. As long as he stays around, there's a possibility that they can go to 250.
Mach takes crucial runs, and he certainly has what it takes to play the situation right. On 48, Janit Rinage, as you correctly said, fresh off breath there. But since he made his debut, very handy batsman down the order.
Yeah, Theeksana's highest score in one international is 38 not out. And as you rightly pointed out, he is the one who can bat, but all eyes will be on him. He's got a wonderful last few games. 95 against Zimbabwe, 50 against Afghanistan, 67 in that first one international. Again found himself in a form. Good delivery, beats the bat.
Turn and bounce. Mach Theeksana trying to play on the upbeaten, all ends up. Nicely bowled again. Single call, and Janit Rinage, rightly so, sending his partner back.
Yeah, Vanindo Hasaranga will be also keeping a very close eye on the surface. Remember, he picked up 4 wickets in the last match, was wicketless in the first one, but he should enjoy bowling here. What is important, that runs on the board from the rest of the batters. Good over, just 3 in that over. 165 for 7.
এই ঈদে নতুন জুতা স্টাইলড বাই বাটা।
You can see the projected scores. 6 on over, 237 on 49. But it goes horribly wrong when you start losing wickets. That has been the problem for Sri Lanka. 165 for 7. At the moment. He's started with a couple of dot deliveries, Mehdi Hassan Miraj.
Was stranded on 49, Janit Rinage, first couple of deliveries. Good, decent deliveries, and Janit Rinage brings up his 4th half-century. The wickets keep tumbling around him, but the young man have stood tall and made sure Sri Lanka has got to a reasonable position, and now threatening to go and get himself a big one and get a decent score for Sri Lanka, so the bowlers could have a bowl at.
Another important innings and a wonderful innings, valuable one for Sri Lanka and himself. 50 unbeaten of 65, his 4th one-day international half-century, but it's still a job on his hand. He's been wonderful. He came to bat at number 6. I'm just wondering the kind of a start that he's had in this in his career, one day international. Do you think that he's more than capable to bat maybe 5?
I think the ability what Janit Rinage has shown, possibly 6, is the way forward. With Charith Asalanka batting so well at number 5, I don't see any reason why Charith Asalanka get promoted or demoted. I think once a batsman settles down in one place, got to give him the longer run. 39 done, 166 for 7.
left arm round.
Yeah, have a look at this scorecard. They've got starts. 29 from Kushal Mendes. Samara Vikrama 14, okay fine, you got out cheaply. Asalanka 37. So a couple of them really had good starts but just could not cash in. That has been the
This was a good shot. Perfectly found gap. Didn't try to hit too hard. Went aerial. But most importantly, knew where the square leg fielder was. This is a good start for Janit Trinage.
He hardly misses a delivery where there is an opportunity to pick up a boundary. He's picked up 5 4s and 2 6s in this innings of 54. And now he picks up a very comfortable single. He's doing his part.
Yeah, good batting. Boundary followed by a single. He meant business. That got him going. Nice played cut shot through cow point. It's got a streaky. Outside edge over cover point, another short delivery went for a boundary. Anything short outside the off stump, he's been pretty powerful. This was down the ground, went all the way. Been a magnificent knock so far by Janit Trinage.
Yeah, those runs came under pressure because remember they kept on losing wickets one after another. That's his wagon. Yeah, if you look at the offside and onside, yes, strong on the onside. 26% between mid-on and mid-wicket, 20% on the onside and the rest of the areas. These are his scoring areas. One of the things that the analysis, when the analyst sits down with the bowlers, will be looking at that. That is his stronger areas. Poor delivery. Been called wide. Could have gone for a boundary if not Mushfiqur Rahim had a bit of a glove on that.
Well, did well Mush to save 3 runs there. He down the leg side, missing the radar completely. He's been good today, Mustafiz. Under the pump in the T20. Did not play the last 2 games. Got opportunity. And he has kept the faith by picking up 2 crucial wickets.
Again down the leg side. Now he needs to remember one thing, Mustafizur Rahman, because he's been struggling with his form. But today he bowled well, apart from this over. He's been all over the place. Was hit for a boundary, the first ball that he bowled, it was a short one, nothing delivery. And now the last 2 deliveries have been wide, down the leg side. So once you find your rhythm, you need to make sure that you continue to bowl in areas where will trouble the batter. Better.
Yeah, pulling the length back. In Sri Lanka's perspective, it's important that these 2 batters try and bat sensibly as much as possible. Try and get a score where the bowlers could give a fight. I think small targets is very important rather than targeting 230s, 250s. I reckon 10 runs, 15 runs, that should be the way forward. And then wait till the probably last 2-3 overs to really go for the onslaught.
Yeah, what's a good score from here on, where you feel that yes, they have a chance They're going at 4.37 at the moment. 100 will get them 218. Eyeing somewhere close to 250.
Next 5 overs, I probably think be sensible, get 5 to 6 runs per over and try and get to 200 mark. And then the last 5 overs, that's where if these two batters remain at the crease, they could target the 230s, the 240s, and a 250 is a bonus. I understand it's well below par, looking at the conditions, looking at the history at this own stadium. But under the conditions where Sri Lanka is at, that should be the way forward. End of the power play. 40 done, 174 for 7.
এক আমি করছি অনেক কিছু নেসক্যাফের সাথে দুনিয়া হাতে
Breezes through. Right, Bangladesh in a pretty good position at the moment. Yes, second power play done. So after the end of the 40th over, Sri Lanka 174 for 7. Bangladesh will be eyeing to pick up wickets and wrap this innings as quickly as possible. Janita Liange is once again showed how good he is under pressure. Coming at number 6, he's gone on to pick up his 4th one-day international 50, 55 unbeaten of 70, partnership 20 of 37. Chana playing his role so far.
Yeah, Bangladesh has the option of having 5 fielders outside the circle, but still opts to go with the only 4. Putting the pressure on Mahesh Tishnam. Mid-off ideally can be at long off, but asking Mahesh Tishnam and giving me the challenge. You want to go? Go for it.
It's good. It's really good from Nazmul San Shanto, the skipper. He's been aggressive, knowing that if you want to add a little bit of an extra pressure, you need to gamble. Oh, leading edge. He's trying to play it on the onside.